I have 100 days to get ready for the London Marathon, which is actually a little less than 100 days by now. And I feel like I have to start from scratch without training. A knee injury has kept me from running for the past 8 months, but I'm determined to run that marathon and to be as ready for it as I can be. Now, today I'll be sharing with you my plan to do that and all the secret weapons that I'm going to be using to get me marathon ready. I kind of feel like I'm starting at zero, which of course is not completely the case, but after not being able to train for 8 months, it does feel that way. Seeing that I'm not able to run the distances like I'm supposed to for my training, I'm gonna have to look at other ways to get me marathon ready. Now, if you watched my channel before, you may have noticed that I like to look at things logically and break them down to make it just a little bit simpler. The challenge is I want to run a marathon, so how can I make that easier for myself? I can't change anything to the distance or the race. There are some things that I can do to make it just a little bit easier. First thing for me is lose the extra weight that I'm carrying. Now, I normally eat a lot, but I also move a lot. Past 8 months, I haven't been moving that much, but I still have been eating a lot. So yeah, I gained about 5 kilos, which is around 11 pounds. And that's a lot for me, especially when I'm not training. I don't really watch my food intake as well as I probably should. But yeah, that has resulted in me gaining weight. I have a dumbbell that is 5 kilos. If I think about having to carry that as an extra weight on my run, that is crazy. That's a big weight to carry. And that's a lot of strain on my knees, a lot of extra strain. So that's the first thing that I'm gonna have to do, is mind my food intake, cut down the sugars, and lose that extra weight. Also, my water intake. Now, a lot of times it just slips my mind. I'm too busy, especially when I'm at home. I just forget to drink, or it just, yeah, totally slips my mind. When I'm training, I actually make sure that I drink enough fluids. So I'm gonna have to do that now. Muscles need moisture. I think that I've even noticed that on days that I didn't drink enough, I can notice a difference in the pain in my knee. So it might actually help with that as well. To help me, I have my H2O pill bottle, which helps me track the water intake, and on a daily basis I can see exactly how much water I drink, which for me is a great help because I get a notification on my watch as well telling me that I need to drink something. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I drink enough water. Now, of course, I'll be working on the exercises that my physiotherapist gave me to get me stronger, also running the intervals. But yeah, they're only short distances, so it might not be enough. I'm gonna ride my bike. I have a bike that I've had for 6 years that I haven't used. I've used it maybe 3 or 4 times since I got it. Need to fix it up a little bit, but it's time to get that thing out of the basement and work on my endurance by riding a bike. Another thing that can really help you during your marathon is having great gear. Luckily, I have great gear, good shoes, compression socks, compression clothes. It's all made for comfortable long runs, and that can really help during a marathon. Of course, I'm also going to be using it during my training, because having gear like compression socks and compression clothes can really help you with recovery on your training runs. I have a lot of training gadgets that I will be using that I hope will help me get marathon ready. And the first thing is the Aerofit. I've tested this out on 2 separate occasions already, but I stopped using it because I stopped running and I never really got around to fully testing it and making a video for it. The Aerofit is a small device that helps you with your lung capacity, and it helps you build up your endurance. It works very simple with an app on your phone. Now, from what I've seen in the times that I've used it, I did notice there was a growth in my lung capacity. So it might help me without actually being able to run to build up my endurance. The Kiwana LED brace. It's an infrared LED knee or leg brace that yeah, is supposed to help you with the recovery. I've had it for a while now. I'm not sure if it really does what it's supposed to. It's really hard to measure something like that. But I've read a lot about the technology, and it's said to actually speed up your recovery process. So yeah, it's not hurting anything. So if it can help me even a little bit, I'll slip it on whenever I'm sitting at my desk, and yeah, hopefully it'll help me speed up my recovery. Another great Kiwana product is the Sauna Blanket that I have. Not only does it feel great on my knee and does it actually take the pain away, but it's also like having a workout. It gets the heart rate going, and an hour session in the blanket burns about 600 calories. So yeah, it can help me with my weight loss goal while I'm relaxing. Of course, the blackboard that I've mentioned in quite a few of my videos, it's a great little item that helps you make your feet and ankles stronger. Also, an important exercise that my physio told me to do is to work on my balance by standing on one leg. The blackboard is a great way to practice this, and yeah, it gives you just a little bit of an advanced mode on that. It's a quick and great workout. The FIVERR Pro vibration plate that I made a video about last year is a great device to help you with exercises if you have problems moving or going out running. So I'm going to see if I can use that to my advantage and hopefully get my leg muscles moving a little bit more with the FIVERR Pro instead of running. Now, another gadget that I haven't done a review about yet is the Bionic Gym. It's just that I didn't get around to using it much before I stopped running, and I haven't used it since I stopped. It's basically a pair of shorts that you put on that have electrodes in them to work your leg muscles. It does get pretty heavy though, and it can give you a real workout. You'll get your heart rate up, you'll actually start to sweat just by standing around wearing the Bionic Gym. This is also said to burn off quite a bit of calories, so yeah, working on two goals at once. Kind of similar item is the Power Dot, little electrodes that simulate your muscles. I normally use it more for recovery. It's like a little massage, but when you turn it up, you can really work out your muscles. The best thing is that you can use it anywhere, so yeah, my arms, my shoulders can really benefit from this as well. Now, I talked about my food intake before, but I will also be using a lot of supplements to help me fuel my body the right way. One thing is Yule, which is not really a supplement, but for me it's a great source of protein. I normally take a breakfast shake, and in the evening I'll have a little shake just to get some extra protein. I'll go over the supplements real quick, but I'll talk a bit more about this in a separate video. So if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments, and I will try and answer your questions in that video. I'll be using New Brew, which have several different items at the moment to keep you healthy and smart. Xendurance has sent me some of their products months ago. But yeah, since I wasn't running, I haven't really used those, so I'll be testing those real soon. I'll be taking some pills like collagen, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, omega-3. Now, all of this is to give my body just a little bit of a leg up to help me get through my training and get my knee strong and healthy. If you think there's something else that I should try, or you think could help me get ready quicker, let me know in the comments. I have my work cut out for me, so it's time to get to work. Until next time, get out there and run.